Hey everybody, welcome back to the Race 5 Smokehouse and Grill, and today we are making these amazing and simple pizza grilled cheese on the Blackstone griddle. Let's go! So we got another windy day here in the Windy City, but we are firing up the Blackstone to make these awesome quick sandwiches. We have everything we have right here to make a great pizza grilled cheese. We're gonna have our Italian bread and we have plenty of cheese. Today we're using mozzarella and we're using parmesan. So the first step I'm gonna do before we do anything else is we're gonna get this cheese grated up, because freshly grated cheese is always better than store-bought grated cheese. So let's grate this up. Gonna start with our parmesan. And we are gonna do a lot of this because we're gonna end up making a few sandwiches even after the video's over. Getting a nice grate on these helps melt, and you're gonna get an even meltier, creamier cheese. So we got our parmesan. This is so light and fluffy. This is gonna melt beautifully. Then we have some fresh mozzarella as well. Now this I had in the freezer to try to solidify a little bit because it is a very soft cheese and hard to shred. It'll crumble and fall apart in your hand. So throw it in the freezer, let it get hardened up a little bit, and then you could go ahead and shred it on here. And see how nice that shreds now? We have our cheese shredded up. Next step is we are gonna pre-cook a couple of these ingredients. I have a pound of Italian sausage I'm gonna cook, and I have some mushrooms. So we're gonna go over the flat top right now and cook these up because we wanna have all this cooked for when we build the sandwich. All we have to do is toast it and melt that cheese. So let's go over to the flat top and start cooking these mushrooms and sausage. We've had the flat top warming up over a medium heat. Turn it down a little bit more. We're gonna throw these on right now, the mushrooms and the Italian sausage. Let's go. First, I'm gonna hit with a little olive oil. That olive oil is gonna make sure this stuff really doesn't stick, and it's also gonna give some great flavor. And our pound of Italian sausage. We're gonna continue to let this cook. We're gonna let that sausage cook and those mushrooms really cook up. And then we're gonna take it off. And then one special thing that I've learned lately that I really like is cooked pepperoni. So we're gonna throw some pieces of pepperoni on here as well. Brown those up, get those nice and crispy. It's gonna give a great texture on these sandwiches along with some better flavor as well. So let's keep cooking this off, and we're gonna pull it off here in a little bit when it's done. The Italian sausage is done, so we're gonna pull that off, and we're gonna let those mushrooms keep cooking and get that pepperoni on. And we got the big deli slices of pepperoni. This is gonna go great on this sandwich. And if you've never tried baking pepperoni by itself just as a snack, you're missing out. Throw it in the oven till they're dried out a little bit. Eat them by themselves like they're chips. So good. Pepperoni and mushrooms are done. We are going to pull these off, and then it's time to build these sandwiches before we put them back on the flat top and grill them up. So let's pull this stuff off. We have everything off the grill that we want cooked. We have our awesome rustic Italian bread. We have our cheeses, sauce. We got that crispy pepperoni, the Italian sausage, the cooked up mushrooms, and now we're ready to build our sandwiches. I can't tell you how excited I am for this. I've been wanting to do this for a while. Gonna start with the bottom, and first thing I'm gonna do is hit it with some marinara. Use your favorite marinara on this. Get a good base on there. I like a little chunky. These got some good tomatoes in there. The cherry tomatoes, that's gonna give a whole bunch of flavor. Now I'm gonna hit it with some of the cheese. I'm gonna hit it with the mozzarella. This is so light from using that grater on the fine edge. This is actually kind of a zester. You use it to zest lemons and oranges and citrus, but it's obviously also usable for cheeses. So we got our mozzarella down, looking great. Now we're gonna hit it with some of this parmesan. Looking great. Now this is where it could take 100 different turns on you. My wife does not like pepperoni. I like pepperoni. She's sausage, so I'm gonna make mine with pepperoni and mushrooms. I'm gonna make hers with the Italian sausage and mushrooms. And you could go any direction you want at this point. You could add bell peppers, you could add olives, anything you want on a pizza, you could put on it right now at this time. Let's make this one here. That's gonna be my pepperoni skis. And these are nice and crispy. These are gonna give such a great texture on here. Oh man. This one we're gonna add the sausage on there. And then on top of that, we're gonna put the mushrooms. I know some people don't like mushrooms. We do, so we're using them. Again, use what you like. Now I'm debating, do I go a little bit more cheese on this? I think so we get all that nice and uniform put together. This is gonna melt so nice, and it's gonna go through everything on the sandwich. These are gonna be ridiculous. And then just a little bit more of this marinara right on top here. That way we got it on both ends. Perfect. Add your top. I'm gonna butter the top, put that side down on the flat stone, and while this side is crisping up and cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and butter the other side. Now I'm using the Kerrygold butter spread. This great flavor, great texture. Let's go get these on the flat top. Griddle's still rocking at that low heat, so let's grab these sandwiches and put them down. We're gonna put them butter side down, then we're gonna butter them again and let them heat through and melt. Oh yeah. These are on, so now it's time to throw that quick butter on the top of it. Go ahead, separate these a little bit. And I'm gonna put a metal bowl on top or a dome. Help that cheese cook up a little quicker. This has been under the dome for about a minute or so. Let's go ahead and flip it, see what it's looking like. And I did put a little bit of a heat glove on. Again, it's not a regular dome. Those are metal bowls, so those are gonna be hot. Looking perfect. These are looking fantastic. I'm so excited. We're gonna let these finish up, pull them off, and give them a try. This has only been cooking a couple minutes because you're really only browning the bread and making sure that cheese is melty. Let's go pull these off. Our pizza grilled cheeses are done. Only thing left to do is to cut into it and try it. So I'm gonna cut mine in half here. That great crisp from that toasted bread. And look at the layers. You see the mushrooms, the pepperoni, the cheese. Man, that looks good. Time to take a bite. Fantastic. I highly recommend doing this. Super easy, tastes amazing, tastes like you're eating a pizza, but you only have to have a little bit. It's great. So if you like what we did here, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, check me out on social media, and we'll talk to you all soon. Thanks again, everybody, for checking out the video. Peace.